Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, the nation's largest discount appliance dealer. Visit our website for deals and store locations near you.
Hi, this is Cleat Crocker. I'm here once again at Appliance Factory, Mattress Kingdom. I'm here in Thornton, Colorado, and we're talking about the top 3 ranges. These are electric ranges of 2022. So, you know, this is heavily influenced by the amount of sales that we've taken so far this year in several states. It's all aggregated up, and I can tell you just by looking about who the top players are, it was very much impacted by what was available. As you know, we've just come through the pandemic, and not a lot of product out there, especially in cooking, has been readily available. So this is really influenced by that. All top three that we're talking about today are Frigidaires. You know, that has been a very good price for the market relative to what everything else is priced, and it's been readily available throughout this entire period. So they really came to the top, and they got some really nice features and some that are very innovative too. So let's just start with this one here. This is one of the least expensive ones. This one here, right now, it's a special buy with Appliance Factory. It is everywhere else at $1,169, so $1,169. At Appliance Factory, it's $899, and that's because we got a special buy that's going on right now that I really don't expect to stay that low very much longer, but it is available at all the stores. And let's look at some of the features that made it that we like about it. So first of all, look at the cooktop. It's a 5-burner cooktop, and if you see here, we have this quick boil cooktop that's expandable, so you can use it in a pan this size or in that size, so it's a little more adaptable. But there's a total of 5 rings out here. This one's a warming zone, so well, this one will bring things up to boil quick. This will never bring it to boil. This one here is designed just to take some sauce or something like that and just keep it warm so you don't have to reheat it again. But it is electric, it's smooth top. If we look at the rest of it, it's got a pretty good size range inside here, a pretty good size oven. It's got 2 racks in there, very deep. This one I think you'll really like. Some other features that we like, it's got a hidden bake. So if you take a look at the bottom here, most ranges that you see nowadays, they have an element down there that you have to kind of clean up around. This one's not this way. This plate on the top of it is called a hidden bake plate, and the element is still there. It's just underneath that. And so this one's a lot easier for cleaning. So it is a self-clean range, and it's in this built-in look. This is what they call a slide-in. It's actually a little safer than most ranges because normally you have the piece in the back that you have to reach over the burners for. But this one, having the knobs in the front, it actually makes it a little bit safer for you. But this built-in look, this sliding look, this is a little higher featured looking. We'd expect to see this in a little nicer home. And so, you know, I think this is actually a pretty good price, $8.99 for a slide-in. Come on, that's a built-in appliance, so I think everybody will like that. But let me take you to number 2. It's a little bit different. Okay, so this one is a nice one as well. I actually like this better than the one I just showed you. It's a little bit more expensive. Actually, it's not. We got another special buy I'm going to tell you about, but it should be more expensive. This one everywhere sells, you know, Home Depot today is $11.24. Our normal price on this one's $11.24, but again, another special buy. It's just temporary. You can get these in a box, $8.99, all brand new stuff here. And so it's a really good price, $8.99, so same price as the last one, except instead of being just a Frigidaire, this is the Frigidaire Gallery. So if we look at the handle here, can you see on this handle has got this edged chrome look to it. Also, the stainless steel here is a smudge-proof stainless steel, so that means that it's going to be very resistant to leaving fingerprints behind. And if we take a look at some other things that are more advantaged on this one, where the last one had up and down arrows for temperature, this one you can actually key right in what temperature that you want. So that's kind of nice as well. If we look at the cooktop, the surface now looks a lot different. It also has a quick boil like the last one and an expandable burner. But now we have this tri-ring here where we got small, medium, and large pans that can go in here, all from this one area. 2 more burners and plus another warming zone. So it's definitely a better burner. But this has got some other features that I want to go over with you. It's got air fry inside of there. So air fry is a special way of cooking things that traditionally you would fry. Instead, you're going to put it on a pan in here, and it will be a lot. It's the same delicious flavor, but it's got a lot less fat in it because you're not frying it. So, air fry is probably the biggest thing right now in cooking. And I think you'd really enjoy that. A lot of people are coming in just for that to replace the range. So this one has that in there. As you can see, it also has a meat probe in there. So that's very nice and handy for you not having to babysit your range. It'll actually stop cooking, or at least hold the temperature once it gets to the right temperature. Other features, it's got quick bake on there. Excuse me, quick, not bake, but quick preheat. So when you, a lot of times you're ready to cook, but you have to wait till your oven gets up to temperature. This one does that in a matter of minutes. It's actually really nice. It's not a feature that a lot of ranges have, so that's special on this one. We also have convection. So convection, you can see right in the back there's a fan. And what's different about this fan than most convections that you see is this is what's called true convection. So there's actually an element around that fan that blows in hot air. And so what's that for? Well, most of the time when you cook, you want to cook right in the center of the range. With this one, we can, if we're baking, we can put these racks anywhere we want, and it'll cook on all three racks the same. They'll all be the same temperature because of that fan blowing that hot air around. It really makes it the same all the way throughout there, where normally there's just a hot spot at the top and a hot spot at the bottom, and you'd only be safe cooking in the middle. Well, this one is not that way. This one has got trueness in its temperature all the way around because of that true convection fan. If you're cooking meats, it's really good for that as well, and that fan will actually wrap hot air around the meat, searing in the outside and making the inside very juicy. So convection range is nice. A true convection range is much better. So other things on it, let's see. True convection, air fry, I think that's mostly it. Let me take you to another one that's even a little bit better. Back to the built-in look. Okay, so we've talked about two so far, and these are two of the best sellers. I'm going to take you to the third one in just a second. But let me just give you the model numbers. The first one was FFEH 3054 US. The second one was GCRE 3060 AF. And this last one's another Frigidaire Gallery, so it's a step above Frigidaire, and it's FGEH 3047 VF. So this one is actually very similar to the second one, except it's in the form of another built-in. It's still got that edged handle. It's still got smudge-proof stainless steel on it. It's still got the 10 key, so you can put in precise temperatures and precise times. It's got expandable burners at the top. We've just seen that. It's got all the same features on the inside. It's the last one we just saw. One other thing, this quick boil is a little bit better. The last one was a 3,000 watt. This one's 3,200 watts, so it's very, very powerful for an electric quick boil. That'll bring your water to boil fast. Taking a look at the inside, you can see it's also hidden bake. It's also got the 3 racks inside there. It's true convection, just like the last one. It's also steam clean and self-clean. So what that means is that instead of self-clean uses really, really hot temperature. In fact, it's probably the hottest temperature that a range goes. In order to burn everything to a crisp, all you have to do is wipe it out. The problem is that it's the hottest temperature a range goes, and sometimes that wears on a range if you use it too much. You definitely don't want to do it right before a holiday where you lose your ability to cook. Potentially, steam clean is much more gentle. It doesn't put that smell throughout the house. It uses a lot less temperature. And you basically just pour a little water in the bottom, turn on your steam clean, and I think in about a half an hour, it just loosens everything up so you can just wipe it out again. So it's much more energy efficient, less smell, and a lot less heat, so we're not really worried about it damaging a control panel at any time. Not that self-clean is not safe, but I see more problems around that than any other time of the year. You're at a higher risk for that. So it's got all that. So I think you'll like that. The other nice thing is that You know, this one and the first one I showed you that's built in, Frigidaire gives you a fit promise on these, because sometimes these don't work out exactly right from what you already had. Sometimes you might want to make a change and it's going to require a little customization. Most of the time it doesn't, but sometimes it does. And if that were the case and it just doesn't go right in like you need it, you need some customization, Frigidaire gives you $100 if you need it. If it's something that you needed, it's something that you can claim with them right now. You get a $100 rebate towards the adjustment of cabinets and countertops, things like that. So it's a pretty nice guarantee they have. They really do. They don't believe they're going to need to spend it because most people don't need it, but it's there for you if you do need it. Pricing. This one's probably the most ridiculous price of all. It's the nicest piece of the three that we've looked at. It is on sale everywhere right now for $1,709, so $1,709. But here at Appliance Factory, in-box special buy, $13.99. Ridiculous savings. You can only get that right here. So I would suggest that if you're wanting these three special buys, they're only temporary, so get to us as quickly as you can while they're in stock and available at that price.